Alright, so another week, another boss event. This one is quite tough. You go look at the rules. It is a half cash boss. I think this is the second ever half cash boss NGQE has ever, I guess, made. I think the first one was Lunarius Logs. That one was pretty interesting. I don't think it'll be kind of as hard as this, just because I think Dread Balloon is a lot more difficult than kind of Lunarius is. You have $80,000 to start with, although due to half cash, you only have like 40,000. Half cash modifiers do apply to the starting cash that you have. If you go look at the rules, everything has been reduced like kind of massively. Boss health is like 40%, which is quite low. But despite that, I still think this will be a pretty tough boss overall. So let's just start this one. So I just got done beating normals, and I didn't really develop a strategy for elite. I'm just gonna kind of wing it as I go. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to start off with kind of double discount villages just to save money. I think this definitely is kind of worth going for this boss. I'm just gonna get these kind of as close as I can to each other. I don't know if I want to go for Balloon Trap, probably not worth it. I only have like 2.6k and I need to kind of invest into defense, which I will end up doing. I'm gonna get Gwendolyn down because her Wall of Fire can be pretty useful. I think this is probably the only time I'll actually use like a hero other than like Geraldo or Ben for a boss. And then I'm gonna keep farming. I don't really think we should try to pop Dread Balloon kind of immediately with half cash modifiers. Especially if you don't really need to. You know, Dread Balloon's gonna be pretty slow. And he doesn't have a whole lot of health either due to it being like, you know, reduced down to 40% health. Like, you know, see, he's coming in, but I'm just not gonna really worry about it. Rock balloons aren't gonna appear just yet, so I don't really kind of have to worry about anything for now. I can just kind of continue farming as I please. And then for kind of any hard rounds, I can just throw down Gwendolyn's Wall of Fire and then just kind of continue as I'm going. I'm hoping the defense I can go for is going to be Overdrive and Embrittlement. And then that'll carry past the... Well, I guess first we have to worry about primary, so I'm thinking of doing Sticky Bomb. I'm kind of hoping to be able to afford everything without doing any sort of selling of any kind. So I think I'll get one more farm. Yeah, I think one more is fine. Yeah, I think after I get this farm up, I'm going to go for my defense now. First thing I want to do is go for kind of Sticky Bomb, because once I get Sticky Bomb, I can honestly just sell it. Overdrive's going to be doing majority of the damage anyways. And then even without Sticky Bomb, we're actually doing pretty decent damage, so it's pretty nice to see. But once we get Sticky Bomb, this will be a lot faster. So as soon as I get it, I will sell it and just kind of get Embrittlement and Overdrive, since it won't really be needed anymore. One last Sticky Bomb should finish it off. Perfect. Get the U. Get this. And then out will come soon. And then this should be able to finish off the rest, rock balloons included. It's actually leaking a little bit, that's surprising. And then yeah, Overdrive OP can finish this off just fine. I would like to kind of get everything under favorite trades to sell, but I don't think I can, so I guess I just won't worry about it. We have 9 rounds. Hopefully I'm okay here. I'm gonna spam down even more of these guys. I'm going to sell this just because it's not needed and just get Deep Breath. You know, I just kind of realized I completely forgot to go for Overclock for the Banana Research Facility. Hopefully that's fine. I should be okay. I think I'm going to sell these 2 villages because I don't feel like they're doing anything at this point. Although I guess I could keep it around to maybe get one of these guys up to like, I guess Monkey City, which would be great. But it's kind of expensive, so I guess we won't worry about it too now. Purples still exist. I'll just get Ice Shards. I think Ice Shards should be able to take care of purples just fine. Alright, so I'll get Sticky Bomb kind of in the same spot, kind of like right here. I'm hoping I can maybe go for Bow potentially to get the increased sell back. I won't get it just now because I probably won't be able to. I'll sell one of these guys. I do kind of want to get Monkey Town, or Monkey City I should say. And so I will keep this one around to upgrade to that later. Alright, even after selling Sticky, I won't have enough for Tax Zone. Hopefully that's fine. I got tier 4 by accident. Didn't mean to do that. I don't want to save money here, so I'm going to only get tier 3. I think I might have to sell because I just remembered rock balloons. This loses me money, I'm pretty sure, but no choice here. I think I will get this guy. Yeah, we'll get this guy for increased sellback. We're kind of failing against Rock Balloon, surprisingly. Can we get him on the way around? What level is Gwen? She's not 17 yet, so we don't get the +1. So hopefully after selling all this stuff, I can be able to afford selling literally everything. We are able to afford this just barely. Okay, around 73, that's not bad. I don't feel like that's not bad pace at all. But it doesn't really feel very good. Let me just get Alchemist on this guy. You know, I think we are gonna have to go for kind of Dark Paragon for kind of the next tier. Dark Paragon shouldn't be too bad to afford. Because, I mean, I do have time. Even though it's like 6 rounds until Dread Balloon spawns, I do have some time. But first things first, I think I need to be able to afford MAD before I can actually go for Dark Paragon. Because I still need to burst down the kind of primary, it means a primary layer. And so I need like 60,000 plus like 150k to be able to afford Dark Paragon. I'm not feeling hopeful about that. Even with Banana Central in the field, I'm still not making a whole lot. Alright, so with kind of nothing on the field, I think I do have to go for Matt at this point. I wonder how much I'm making per round. Hopefully it's like 10k at least. It's like 12k per round. That's nowhere near enough to be able to afford Dark Paragon. I think this might need to be a restart. I'm not really sure what I would do for kind of earlier tiers. I guess what I could maybe do is I could go for like, let's say Balloon Trap. But I mean, would that make a whole lot of money? I do like recognize that the Dread Balloon Blast does kind of increase RBE because I think like leads are turned into cerams and something like that. But I mean, aside from that, is it really worth it? And I also should have gotten maybe Monkey City a lot earlier. Monkey Town would be nice, but I don't really know where I'd put Monkey Town to be able to kind of, to where I could kind of benefit from the cash pot. But I think I'm going to restart because this does feel like kind of like a dead end run here.
Many minutes later.
And I am kind of curious to see if there is a cheaper option than Sticky Bomb, because it's only $6,000 and I feel like Sticky Bomb might be a tad bit overkill. I'm thinking maybe like Dragon's Breath or Arcane Mastery, I think would be good. I still think I'm going to go for kind of Overdrive, but let's say I won't go for Alchemist. I don't think it's needed. And so that's like an extra 1k that I could spend to kind of invest in something else. Hold on, let me get Ninja here because we're dying to purples. So I'll go for Dragon's Breath, I'll get it on Strong, and that's actually pretty decent damage. Would you look at that? Hopefully it doesn't kill it too fast because I do need to afford Overdrive before it actually pops down, but I think I might just barely be able to. And I also do need to afford Embrittlement because of the kind of de-leading. Dread Balloon does have lead properties. And then suddenly, Dragon's Breath is not as good as it kind of once was. Maybe I need to get Alchemist, but I think it's fine. It's slow, but it's fine, I guess. Alright, Rock Balloons are actually kind of scary without Alchemist. Some are getting through. I can tank a couple, but I can't tank too many. I think this is kind of... Isn't this a little bit worse than last time? I think it kind of is, but hopefully it's fine. I'll sell some of this stuff once the Rock Balloons are gone. Alright, I'm going to sell this guy, sell that guy, and sell this to invest... Actually, I think I'll invest into a Monkey City. I think would be a better use of my money. I think we're actually doing a little bit better here in terms of cash. So I do feel like adding in Balloon Trap maybe contribute a little bit. I mean, it's only made like 10k, which isn't like anything too amazing, but we do have Monkey City on the field, which is nice. I'm still going to invest into some central markets before I go for my thing. My Rock Balloons are coming in. I guess have to sell. Alright, let me get this guy on the field, and we should be shredding just fine. This does feel a tad bit worse than last time, because we only have like 3 central markets. Maybe going for Overclock right now wasn't the move. Because I mean, after I sell, because I think last time I got, what, round 73 on Banana Central? I feel like after I sell, I won't actually be able to afford Banana Central. So if I sell literally everything... Soul Trap 2. I mean, I afford it. I mean, this is a better position though, now that I think about it, because we have Overclock and Monkey City on the field. So it is technically a better position, but is it enough? I'm kind of leaning towards no. I might have to go for some more central markets just for selling power. Now that I think about it. Being able to spam BRFs at this point would be nice, but they just don't make enough money in the amount of time I need them to make them worth it, in my opinion. This does lose me money in the long run, but it's not like I need to afford multiple like paragons. I think like just like Boomerang in another one like Ninja or Submarine can do just fine. Not really feeling a whole lot better here, because I mean, I still have to buy the tier 5s in order to be able to afford Dart Monkey. I mean, it might just be a case where I just have to sell everything, including Banana Central, just to be able to afford Dart Monkey. So I think after this round, I'll just start selling farms at this point. I don't think most of these have like paid themselves off, I don't believe. Alright, so they have given all their income. Alright, let's do this. I'm going to get tier 5s. And then once this pops, I will sell Mad for Paragon. Sell. Get you, you Jug, and then do it. And then even after doing this, I will still only have 10 rounds of income. And this feels like a dead end too. I'm pretty sure this is. Only 8 rounds left. Only like 143,000. How to sell Banana Essential, 29k. And this one is pretty tough, like I said before. Not really sure what to do for kind of optimizing. I guess maybe see if I can do without a Paragon for tier 3, but what do I do instead? Alright, so we got all tier 5 Dart Monkeys. So in preparation for all the selling I'm going to have to do, I'm going to get this guy down here, because I kind of accept him just can't to sell some BRFs. As long as we keep Banana Central on the field, I think I'm okay. So as soon as we can afford MAD, I will just go ahead and buy it. I think I'm going to kind of sell some of these just kind of right now. I don't feel like they're making a whole lot of money. Alright, so Matt has been acquired. So I'm just going to kind of migrate this guy like I would normally. And then I'll just kind of wait to see just kind of how much money I'll have by the time Dread Balloon kind of pops. And if I can kind of kill Dread Balloon before... Actually, would it worth going for tiers? It probably is, but I feel it's like kind of too late since we're close to popping, but I guess I'll just kind of not worry about it now. Do this without any tiers. Okay, so sell this, and then I can afford it. Degree 1, you know what, that's fine. That is fine. And then tier 4 is not going to be too much better. I'm kind of hoping that Boomerang has enough in the tank. I'm assuming it should. But yeah, we are just going to be barely skirting the line here. Hopefully we don't actually end up dying before the 20 rounds is up. We only have 2 rounds left. Okay. I'm going to sell you, and I'm just going to get Glaive Lord? Yeah, I'll get Glaive Lord. We just kind of invest everything else into kind of farms. I don't know if it's worth going for Ultra Boost. I'm just going to assume a no, as it feels kind of late for Ultra Boosting. Hopefully we're fine against DTs, FTTs. We're barely fine, okay. Actually, I think we're kind of screwed against this bad. We have like no BAD damage. I think I might have screwed myself. Or hopefully Resort's long enough to where Glaive Lord just doesn't care. I'll use this. 7, yeah, we've reached level 20, so we should get the +1. Yeah, I just have to say, like, you know, half cash farming is just like depressing, honestly. Makes me sad seeing how much little money we make. I kind of saw some DTs sneak through, so hopefully those don't end up killing me. Nope, I think we're fine. Question mark? I'm gonna have to sell again, aren't I? Yep. Doing a lot of selling, but I don't feel like I'm doing a whole lot of money making. And that is nowhere near fast enough. Okay. I mean, I kind of expected that. So it's not like anything too bad. What I could do is Avatar Wrath. Because I do need to sell for Boomerang. And then hopefully I can somehow scrape together enough money to be able to afford something like Submarine. And even with Avatar Wrath and Mad on the field, it's still taking forever. And there is no guarantee. Come on. It's almost there. There is no guarantee that Boomerang even works is the thing as well. Which makes this all the more demoralizing. I need to sell this one too. Sell this one too. Going to sell you. I have no money. 39. Wow, that's actually a lot higher degree than I thought it would be. Should I go for 40? I might be too late, but if I go back home and it doesn't, and Boomerang's on the field, I could go for 40. It's too late. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. I should have thought about it ahead of time, but I should have tried to go for 40. But I just can't help but shake the feeling that I'm screwed for tier 5, because I don't have the money to be able to afford another Paragon. Like, my only hope at this point is Submarine, because I think it's the next cheapest. That's like a different category. Yeah, 5 million like I guessed. But like even after I sell everything, I don't have 140,000. I don't have like 400k worth of selling power. And I am pretty confident that Submarine is the next cheapest. Yeah, looking through it, it's the next cheapest. Okay, we afford it, but there's like 4 rounds left. I mean, we might just barely have it here. Who knows? It really just depends on how quickly Submarine and Boomerang actually can take out AI rounds. So I mean, like once it becomes, once we get through this layer, Boomerang can easily handle the rest here, even though it's like not degree 40. Or never mind, it's actually not chunking it down kind of as fast as I thought. But I think this run might be bricked unless round 138 and 139 is incredibly fast. But I mean, once we get past the immune to military layer, the rest shouldn't be too bad. But I think this might be a dead end run here, who knows? Or this might just come down to the wire. Round 140 is a bit long. Oh, it's as soon as round 140 starts? I thought it was round 130. Oh, so that was like the end of 140. Oh, I know that. I mean, I guess what I could maybe try to do. This is gonna seem a bit silly, but I could sell this guy to maybe get Submarine down faster and then just kind of roll with like a degree 20 Boomerang. Because I mean, sure, yeah, you know, I am getting Submarine down earlier. But would I have the funds to kind of go for like thing? Because like what? I'm not like, because yeah, I would get it earlier, but you know, then I wouldn't have Boomerang down for the kind of immune to military. So I think this run is kind of a dead end. I think I'm going to come back to this tomorrow after I do some more testing and just kind of call it there. This week is pretty brutal though.
The next day.
Alright, so I kind of took a day to kind of cool off and think about this and what I should do and what did I come up with. Nothing really. I just kind of thought, well, I guess I can maybe overclock each and every individual BRF that I can. So I did get quite a few kind of overclocks down on the field just to, I guess, boost income a little bit, just kind of as much as I can. The Boomerang on the field is a degree 42, and so I did make sure to get at least degree 40. Since we are going to be getting sub-Paragon pretty late, I just kind of figured that, you know, having a high degree Boomer is really going to help out a lot here. As Boomerang's going to be main DPS here, Submarine is just going to be bot. Just that way I can kind of get past the immune to primary. So, that was basically it. I think just having the overclocks here just for the increased selling power just makes them worth kind of going for. Kind of more than anything. You know, half cash modifiers, I don't really like them at all, even for kind of bosses. Sure, it does make it unique, but I just don't really like half cash just kind of at all. It's really the only game mode where I'm not ashamed to use insta monkeys on, just because like I can't really be bothered to like sit through a game of half cash and like try to develop a strategy for it. And it's because, like, you know, half cash strategies, they're very slow because you make so little money. And I feel like they just kind of take a lot longer to kind of come up with, since of course, you know, you only have like half the amount of money you kind of normally have. And so for a lot of easier maps, I just kind of end up defaulting to finding the cheapest defense I can save up for Crossbow Master and just kind of sell everything for Crossbow. For harder maps, I don't really bother trying to develop a strategy. I'm just kind of like, I'll just throw a tier 4 instead at it, it's fine. I don't really think a half cash for bosses. I don't really hate them as much as I do kind of for normal maps. Simply just because, like, a lot of bosses, they're kind of fairly easy. Dread Balloon is pretty unique, since for Dread Balloon, you need 2 categories. So the hardest part about doing half cash Dread Balloon here is that you need to afford at minimum 2 Paragons by tier 5. And, you know, combined with the fact that you don't actually start on round 1, you start on round 38. You're given, like, you know, $40,000 on round 38, which I do believe would be more money than you would normally have unless you're doing like some really sweaty farming. But regardless, you know, I just kind of digress. You know, I don't really like half cash bosses. This one in particular was really difficult just because, again, Dread Balloon, you need 2 categories. So you're spending a lot more money on defense than you would normally do for like any other like boss. Like, you know, half cash Bloonarius I don't feel like is too difficult, because, like, you know, the defense you can get isn't like too bad here. Anyways, as you can see, selling everything, I did a forward sub paragon a lot earlier on round 131. Is a degree 25 this time, which is a lot higher than it kind of was before. As you can see, like, even sub paragon being degree 25 is not like shredding as much as I thought it would be. But thankfully it is fast enough to still be able to kind of beat this before round 139 ends. Because of course, as you saw earlier, I did learn that the boss actually kills you at the end of round 39. I thought it killed you at the end of round 140. I'm not really sure kind of why I thought that, because the boss, if there was a tier 6, the boss would spawn on round 140. So I'm not really sure kind of why I thought that, but anyways, I guess it doesn't really kind of matter too much. Regardless, it still actually does get pretty close, because Boomerang is kind of anti-stall in the rounds, since it's like seeking glaives. It's kind of hurting me here, since like every time it attacks Dread Balloon, it's also attacking the balloons at the entrance, which ideally I wouldn't really want it to do. Regardless, how would I rate this? Well, personally, I would rate this, like, I guess in terms of difficulty, this would definitely be the hardest boss week I've ever done personally. So I'd definitely rate it like a 9 out of 10. Partly just because I'm not too experienced with Dread Balloon. He's the one I do the least, because he never really has tons of like interesting like weeks for modifiers. So I don't really do him too often, so I don't have as much practice with him. And just like the fact that you need 2 different categories of towers in order to actually beat him means you have to spend more money in order to kind of beat him, which makes him pretty tough. Personally, I'd rank this a 4 because, my god, half cash Dread Balloon was brutal. But I will admit, it was actually kind of fun.